Okay. Good morning, class.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, I hope you're okay. I hope you are doing okay today and that you are safe. So let's start our class today. So our lesson for today is about the qualities of strong writing instruction. So before we start our lesson, the student will be able to at the end of the lesson, the student will be able to define what is writing instruction, identify the qualities of strong writing instruction, and discuss the four components of effective writing instruction. Okay, class, for your opinion, what is writing? Okay, anyone? Okay, so may I call on Miss Baluwing to read what is writing?
Writing. It is the act or process of one who writes, or the act of art forming visible letters or characters.
Okay, thank you. So class, writing is not just the act or process of one who writes. So it is a complex operation. It requires knowledge, text structure, syntax, vocabulary, and topic. And also, it requires sensitivity to audience needs. So it is not surprising that many students find writing challenging. Do you agree with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, di ba daghan reasons nga no lisudan ang uban magsulat. Di ba if mag-compose kag any composition, you need to think what should be the content, maguna-una pa ka sakto ba ni nga sentence, then maguna ka og ang grammar sakto, pero writing is kanang process that goes beyond spelling and grammar. So writing requires too much effort. So imo gyud gamiton imo cognitive aspect, kailangan daghan kag ideas. Pag makasulat ta kadaghan, pag i-revise nimo, daghan kaayo kag kanang sana daghan pa kag i-revise, then muna one of the reasons nga nung ang student find it hard to write. So class, what is writing instruction? So may I call on Miss Eileen to read?
Okay, so what is writing instruction? So it is a step-by-step explanations of how to do things in writing. Instructions in writing involves the development of knowledge about strategies for writing. Effective writing instruction involves students writing for authentic audiences and purposes.
Okay, thank you. So class, in business writing, technical writing, and other forms of composition, instructions are written on spoken directions for carrying out a procedure or performing a task. So it is also called instructive writing. So it is a step-by-step instructions typically use the second person point of view. So example of second person point of view is you, your, or yours. So instructions are usually conveyed in the active voice. So what is an active voice? So it is when the subject performs the verb of the sentence. So the active voice is the most common type of writing. And the imperative mode address your audience directly. So an imperative sentence give anything from a command or order to a request, direction, or instruction. So class imperative sentences are more intentional than exclamatory sentences and do require an audience. So instructions are often written in the form of number lists so that users can clearly recognize the sequence of the task. So class effective instructions commonly include visual elements. So for example, pictures, diagrams, and flow charts. So that illustrates and clarify the text. So instruction intended for an international audience may really entirely rely entirely on pictures or symbols. So um, um, other term for that is wordless instruction. So class, what are the qualities of strong writing instruction? So may I call on Miss Baluwing to read? Okay.
Okay.
So
Miss
ultimate,
Baluwing, are you there?
yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ultimately, or good instruction writing required. So, number one, clear, simple writing. Second is a thorough understanding of the procedure in all its technical detail. Third is your ability to put yourself in the place of the reader, the person trying to use your instruction. Next, your ability to visualize the procedure in great detail and to capture that awareness on paper. And the last one is finally your willingness to go that extra distance and test your instructions in the kind of person you were them for.
Okay, thank you. So class writing, so writing any composition, you should understand its procedure and details. So you don't need to pasikot-sikot, nga wala na nag-coincide ang sa topic. So you should be specific and have precise title. So you should have introduction with background information, the list of parts, tools, and conditions required. So sequential ordered steps, graphics, safety information
Kuya,
para ma-aware among readers, and also conclusion that signals completion of task. So you should think of the audience that will read your text. So instructions can be either freestanding documents or part of another document. So in either case, the most common error is to make them too complicated for the audience. So class, carefully consider the technical level of your readers. So let's go to the next slide. So let us discuss the four core components of effective writing instruction that constitute the foundation of any good writing program. So number one, can you please read Miss Eileen?
So number one, students should have meaningful writing experiences and be assigned authentic writing tasks that promote personal and collective expression, reflection, inquiry, discovery, and social change.
Okay, thank you. So students should have write truthful or particular instance of personally encountering, so authentic writing. So these authentic learning experience are those that are meaningful to students' lives, purposeful, and when applicable, created for an audience. So authentic writing should be exciting for to students, should involve students' choice, and should be highly connected to their work, to their world. So number two, um, Miss Balubing, can you read number two?
Routines should permit students to become comfortable with the writing process and move through the process over a sustained period of time at their own rate.
Okay, thank you. So class, one way of making writing more comfortable is learning how to enjoy the whole process. So writers that enjoy writing can write better essays and complete them in a faster mannerism. So also you should create a comfortable writing environment. So those who write every day will tell you that you can't do anything more important than to create a physical settings and a comfortable writing environment for the time you spend writing. So number three, Miss Eileen, can you please read number three?
Okay, mom. So lessons should be designed to help students master craft elements, example, text, character development, the writing skills, example, spelling, punctuation, and strategy, example, planning and revising tactics.
Okay, thank you. So writing is a step-by-step process, so which we develop through the lessons we have since elementary up to now. So we have learned already text structure, character development in elementary. So we also learned spelling and punctuations, so which is part of the writing skills. So and in secondary level, we learn the process strategies, how we plan the topic and the content of our work. And after we are done our writing composition, we need to revise it and use our revised tactics. So let's go to the next slide. So four, the last of the four core components. Can you please read, Ms. Valuing?
The last is a common language for shared expectations. Feedback regarding writing quality might include the use of traits, for example, organization, ideas, sentence fluency, word choice, voice, and conventions.
Okay, thank you. So, class, ultimately, students need to learn from their work. So, from what they did well, just as much as where they fell short. So, students should be improving every time they complete a task and should know what goals they are striving towards. So, the teacher will help students learn from their work by providing them with feedback. So dagan man og klase nga feedback. So you can use a rubric when giving feedback. So rubrics are used to evaluate work and assign scores based on a student's ability to meet expectation across a continuum of performance benchmarks. So using a rubric when evaluating student writing will not only hold you accountable to remain objective, but will also clear lay out expectations for students. So class, um, these four components, all of these attributes must be in place to form a comprehensive writing program for students. So these qualities of exemplary writing
Isa ba din?
instructions are equally relevant for elementary and secondary teachers. So regardless of the content or area focus and their young writers. So class, if students are expected to become competent writers, then writing instruction must be approached in similar ways by all teachers who expect writing performance in their classroom and must be sustained across the grades to support students as they gradually become accomplished writers. So, class, this is the end of the slide. So, do you have any questions?
Far.
Okay, so now let's go to our activity. So,
So far,
so, so I need you to identify the qualities of strong writing instruction. Okay, and I think we're running out of time. So, um, let's make it as an assignment, and also no, and also you should discuss the four components of effective writing instruction. Okay, class.
Um,
The end natin.